You know, the payments, people getting paid, you know, like they should be charged. It
is not acceptable for Kristi Noem and the president and the vice president to make these kind of judgments without there being a full investigation, even though we can see in the videos that have been produced so far that what they are describing is really not what is taking place. And so if they're saying that we shouldn't believe our eyes, then let the investigation take place before you characterize this mother of three as a domestic terrorist. Prove to us what documentation you have, that one, that she was paid, two, that she was agitated.
I was doing research on this, and you know, their goal was to be ICE disruptors while she had a family, right? Their goal was to disrupt ICE operations, not just some legal observer, because that's what they're going with on the left here, man. So, you know, she was like an anti-ICE activist. And again, you can be that. It's the United States of America. You could be whatever you want, but saying that you're a legal observer, but actually having a organization pay you to go and obstruct ICE, that's crazy.
We're trying to get status. You got a Honduran here. We're trying to get status. That's fine. Open the door. Break the window. One, two. I'm gonna break it. Open the door. Open it. Last warning. You're gonna get away. You're gonna get away. Open the door. Hey, go one way or the other. Don't go both ways. Back up, back up. Tough guy. Back up. Give him your hat! Give him your hat! Now! Give him your hat! Give him your hat! We're not going anywhere! Just don't go any farther. Okay. Stay back. Back up. Back up. Required back it up, don't you understand? Stay back. Get the mask on. back. What the fuck did he do to you? Stay back. What did he do to you? Hey, stay back. Do not put your vehicle in here. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Hey, I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Nobody didn't do anything. I'm not resisting. Nobody did. I'm not resisting. Cowards are here. Back up. I'm not resisting. Put your arms. You're not doing shit. Leave me alone. Put your arm behind your back. Hey, my girlfriend's right behind you. Give us a phone number. My girlfriend's right behind me. Once you guys get him in, let's get him into Victor 3, okay? I'm going to Victor 3. That's what they said. Victor 3. Give him a good pat down. Once you get him up, give him a good pat down. Put him in the vehicle. You do what? All right, we're glad you. Take him back up, you guys. That's a fucking bitch. Stay back. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Let me fucking tell you guys. Hey, you gotta get up. Back up. Move the shit. Move the shit. Move the back. Sorry? I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. I'm in the middle of a raid. I'm sorry. Oh, you're right back.
Yeah, but you want to change the subject to
nobody here. You say you. Nobody has said, oh, she said annoying things, and
but that's leading by saying she obstructed traffic.
And that is the problem, Jessica. Nobody cares about good. You don't care about her. The left never cared about. The activist group that trained her didn't care about it, who should be sued for wrongful death, who put her in this situation. She had no friends. She had no relatives to offer her advice.
Get heated on Fox. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a Jessica Tarlov video. We haven't done one in a while. And boy, oh boy, since we've done one, things have gotten much worse, not only with her, but with the country. And Greg Gutfeld is literally going to stop the show here and fact check her. He's going to fact check her like no tomorrow. And he goes on a rant. And I honestly don't even want to talk much because, as you can see at the start of this video, I showed you guys a preview of what's about to happen here. But this, he's going to go into like some type of monologue, right? Because we know he does a show like late night where he does these monologues. Guys, he's about to go off on Jessica Tarlov, and I'm going to play it from the beginning. Make sure to smash the like button. They're talking about Renee Good. He's confronting her and telling her straight up to her face, you do not really care about this. And he also gives an analogy that leaves Jessica Tarlov and the rest of the studio on Fox literally speechless. Let's take a listen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's actually go here to where it all started. This is where it all started, right here. If we go a little bit right here, take a listen.
Talk about that. Justify Officer Ross's actions.
No one said any of that.
Yeah, but you want to change the subject to
nobody here. You say you. Nobody has said, oh, she said annoying things. And
but that's leading by saying she obstructed traffic. Ignores the most important part of the story, which is that there is a woman who is dead. And Officer Ross
broke the law.
Actually,
I'll get to it.
And guess what? I look forward to it, and then I'll jump in and I will annoy everyone and we'll go back to normal. But Officer Ross's own filming of the incident shows exactly what happened, including the fact that he was already to the side of the car when he fired the first shot, and there was no justifiable reason. And there have been many law enforcement officers who've spoken out against this to at least fire those second two shots into the side of the car. And if you don't think that this guy had animus, if you don't think that this guy was angry and not just acting in self-defense, when he walks away and says, effing BITC.
Oh, now you're talking about.
And now this is where everything changes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
The argument over the shooting is irrelevant if you deny the premise for them being there. This is part of the strategic ignorance where the other side doesn't understand things. Why is ICE here? Why is breaking the law wrong? Why do we need this kind of enforcement? What is wrong with an open border? Then you're forced to explain everything, which takes forever, even though you know that they know. Because the same rules that govern civil order also operates under their lives. So, you know, you don't sneak into Disneyland, you pay. You don't cut in line at the movies, you wait in line. You don't interfere with the police. You know it's wrong. So until you don't admit that your private and public behavior align, you are living a lie. I want every liberal, because we have millions of liberals watching this show, to engage in a thought scenario, okay? You ask your sister this question. So what are your plans today, Deborah? And she goes, well, I plan on filming myself harassing and impeding armed law enforcement. Well, so how would you respond to?
Okay, I got to stop here. I just got the chills. Okay, here's why I got the chills. He is looking directly at everybody at the table. And I'm not going to lie, this analogy is so good. And he also addressed the fact that there are millions of liberals that watch Fox News. And in particular, they watch The Five. And guys, watch how he literally takes over the whole show and talks directly to Jessica Tarlov, the only liberal on set.
Enforcement. Well, so how would you respond to your sister? You'd say, honey, do you think that's wise? What about the kids? Where are the kids? Oh, I drop them off at daycare. So what time are you doing this? At 11? Aren't you working? Oh, no, not at the moment. So you drop your kids off at daycare, you're not working, and you're going to stalk law enforcement. Don't you think this is time you should spend with your family, or maybe do a job search or take some classes? Don't you think this is unhealthy behavior? Now, if you deny to a family member or to a best friend that this is how you would react, you are lying to yourself to protect your public virtue on this matter. This is how you get, in my opinion, the fake empathy liberal to return to reality. If your sister is telling you that instead of caring for her children or her mental health, that she prefers to stalk law enforcement, would you say, you go, girl? Of course not. You would say, you need an intervention. I need to stop you because I care about you. And that is the problem, Jessica. Nobody cares about good. You don't care about her. The left never cared about. The activist group that trained her didn't care about it, who should be sued for wrongful death, who put her in this situation. She had no friends. She had no relatives to offer her advice when she was doing this stuff, when she was putting her life in jeopardy. Think about this pathetic movement and all the videos you've seen of these women. Where are their friends? Where are their parents? Where are the kids that would say, Mommy, what are you doing? Why aren't you home? The left always says that politics is personal, but then they separate their political behavior from their personal reality. If you would tell your sister that this behavior is nuts, then you would not publicly express an entirely different opinion on this matter. No one wants their sister or their daughter or friend engaging in this any more than you would want your child to engage in the Tide Pod challenge or Subway surf. So you need to ask this question before every action you think you're going to endorse. If your private persona and your public behavior is different, you are a lying hypocrite and you're hurting others and you're not helpful to these lonely, sad people that we're leading on in this world.
Woo! My goodness. Oh, I had to make a video on this. I had to. Ladies and gentlemen, wow. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw a glimpse of this, I knew I had to turn on a camera to talk about this, because this brings a crazy amount of attention. And I think that this is very necessary to talk about. And it's good attention because we're all here. And maybe there is some liberals here. But what Greg Gutfeld said right to Jessica is that nobody cares about good. The analogy of the sister, to me, is actually genius, in my opinion.
Prove to us what documentation you have that, one, that she was paid, two, that she was educated.
And he also spoke about, the payments, people getting paid, like they should be charged. And I was doing research on this. And, their goal was to be ICE disruptors while she had a family, right? Their goal was to disrupt ICE operations, not just some legal observer, because that's what they're going with on the left here. Man. So, she was like an anti-ICE activist. And again, you can be that. It's the United States of America. You could be whatever you want, but saying that you're a legal observer, but actually having a organization pay you to go and obstruct ICE, that's crazy. And when Greg Gutfeld said that they should be charged, it kind of blew my mind that I didn't even know that. I had to go do my own research. And it's like, it's called, it's like Minnesota Ice Watch, right? Who, what, where, when, equipped. They have a literal plan that tells you where they're going to be, how they're going to be, what you should do, right? And like this argument that Jessica Tarlov is trying to make, that, that some way how that she was not in the wrong. She was in the wrong. She tried to run over an ICE officer to try to escape after she was told to get out the car. And the wife is 10 times worse, in my opinion. Rest in peace. I actually do have sympathy. I know a lot of people don't. I actually feel terrible. I think this is a terrible thing that happened. But there's a lot of people that don't feel no empathy. Like, they just don't care. They're like, yo, hey, she got what she deserved. She tried to obstruct. She tried to literally run somebody over. He reacted. He's also somebody that literally got hit in the leg before. So he's had this experience. Things are going down the drain. Everyone is taking this. But back to Greg Gutfeld's point, nobody actually cares about good.
A few moments later.
We have some breaking news to share with you on this Tuesday, as Fox News is reporting that the Trump administration has ended the temporary protection status for Somalis in the United States. We're taking a look here at a social media post courtesy of Fox News, and Fox News Digital saying this: the Trump administration is ending temporary protection status for Somalia, affecting several thousand Somalis currently living in the U.S. and several hundred currently living in Minnesota under the protection. Somali migrants with TPS will be required to leave the country by March 17th.
Somalia pirates. But what they are doing is they're stealing money from the American taxpayer. And every one of them should be forced to leave this country, including Ilhan Omar, who's a total crook. And she's one of the leaders of it. Not the only, because she's not that smart. But think of it. $19 billion at least they've stolen from Minnesota and from the United States. It's actually more from the United States, because Minnesota puts in, and we're not going to pay it anymore. We're going to have Waltz go pay. We're not going to pay them, and we're not going to pay California, and we're not going to pay Illinois with that big slob of a governor that they have. That
Trump do not sleep. He don't play by no rules. Say, will your president be awake at 3 o'clock in the morning to answer the phone if it rings? Shit, yeah, our president is up. Our president is a vampire. That motherfucker sent 23 tweets at 12:30. What the fuck is you talking about? That motherfucker is on it. Trump don't give a fuck. That motherfucker is on it, whatever the fuck it is. Every time he wake up, he just sign another piece of paper. Wait till they see this when they wake the fuck up, since they want to talk. We used to just being able to watch the news a little bit and then walk off. Not with Trump. Niggas is watching the news like it's the playoffs. Trump don't give a fuck. Trump don't follow nobody's rules. The president supposed to be at the White House. Our president is wherever the fuck he wanna be.
When it's time to go, you can choose how. You can wait for enforcement, or you can leave on your terms. The CBP Home app lets you self-deport with dignity, directly and securely. Don't wait, decide how it ends.
Crying harder, crying harder. Trump is your president. Crying harder, crying harder. Trump is your president.
On the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" catch! Exclamation point.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do.
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Hey, let me shut down the city! We are at war!
We're at a war right now.
We are at war.
So you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
And that's why the gloves are off.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And yes, there are many threats to democracy. We see it with these extreme candidates.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
You can only push people so far. And then they start to take matters into their own hands.
What the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight.
You know, this is literally call to arms.
The MAGA movement is a threat.
But Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high.
No. With all due respect, if they go low, we don't go high.
When they go low, we kick them.
We take them to the mud and choke them out.
And make sure that they stay down. And you know what? Kick them when they're down, because they deserve it.
Get up in the face of some Congress people.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your...
We have to fight this in the streets.
We're going to fight it in the streets. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist! You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
He's not going to have a third term. He may not finish this term.
That's the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. Just saying. There will be news sometime. Just so you know, there will be news.
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. Most important thing is my faith in my life.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.